Back now with a new twist in that case captivating millions. Jodi Arias, who was convicted of murdering her ex-boyfriend in 2013, is now appealing that ruling. Her attorneys claim, among other things, the judge allowed a circus-like atmosphere that prevented a fair trial. ABC's Paula Ferris is here with more. Good morning, Paula.
Good morning to you, Michael. Good morning, everyone. Her attorneys also blaming TV personalities and prosecutorial misconduct. Arias, one of the decade's most notorious convicted killers, she is now 38 years old and 5 years into serving a life sentence with no parole. Her constantly changing story gripped the nation.
Arias spews lie after lie, trying to convince the media she's innocent.
The tears today were when she got cornered.
Was Jodi Arias protecting herself from a violent ex-boyfriend, or was she simply a cold-blooded killer?
I kind of felt like a prostitute, sort of.
Ma'am, were you crying where you were shooting him?
I don't remember. The simple answer is that he attacked me, and I defended myself.
Almost 7 million people tuning in to hear the verdict live on cable news.
Guilty.
While a media circus erupted outside the court. A jury deciding she intentionally murdered her ex-boyfriend, Travis Alexander, sentencing her to life in prison with no parole. This morning, 3 years into serving that life sentence, Arias is appealing to have the conviction overturned, alleging, among other things, prosecutorial misconduct and that the court's failure to control news coverage created a circus-like atmosphere, which deprived her of the right to a fair trial. The appeal also alleges that certain TV personalities like Nancy Grace gave the trial a reality TV flavor. Grace reacting to that accusation on her SiriusXM podcast, Crime Stories, on Friday.
How can you get away from the fact that her own admission and her camera convicted her, not me or anybody else?
And just days after her conviction, a defiant Arias speaking to ABC News.
So you really are never going to tell the truth about what went down in that bathroom?
I don't know what you mean by that, because I've told the truth.
Okay.
I didn't know that you were a hater when you came to interview me.
Now, we reached out to Travis Alexander's family. They are not commenting. They're just trying to move on. As for this appeal, it's 342 pages long. It has been months in the making. Arias, she wanted to file it secretly, but an Arizona judge rejected that request.
Thank you, Paula.
All right, thank you so much, Paula. Let's bring in our chief legal analyst, Dan Abram, to help us out with this. And Dan, we've seen some of the grounds on which she's going to appeal. Yeah. But what are her chances of winning her appeal?
Not very good. First of all, in an appeal like this, you're not really supposed to be relitigating the facts. And in this appeal, she is going through again why she's not guilty, why this was self-defense. That was already resolved. The purpose of an appeal like this is to say there were legal errors made by the court, or things happened in the process that were legal problems, not the facts. So she's saying the media attention and the circus-like atmosphere. We've heard that argument many times in high-profile cases. That in and of itself is not going to be a winning appeal. One of the other things she's claiming is that she was cuffed in court and that the jurors saw her cuffed. Well, that happens with defendants all the time. Now, probably the strongest argument, if you can call it that, is the claim of prosecutorial misconduct. Her lawyers filed a bar complaint against the prosecutor in the case. That was thrown out. Now it's been reinstated. But a bar complaint is a very separate question from, do we win an appeal based on the actions of the prosecutor?
Because there have been a lot of allegations that have been thrown back and forth. And have you ever seen anything like this?
This is crazy. I mean, look, her own attorney was disbarred because he wrote a tell-all book about her without her permission. The prosecutor in the case now being investigated by the State Bar Association based on complaints made by her. This claim that she should be able to file her appeal in secret because supposedly there could be a danger to the public if her appeal is made public. You know, her appeal was now made public. There's no danger, as far as I can tell, to anyone in the public. This has been a bananas case.
It has been bananas.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
Your explanation made it seem more bananas.
Yeah, it is. And look, and the final piece here is that now prosecutors have until the beginning of next year to respond to the legal filing. So the defense has now filed their 342-page brief. Prosecutors have until early next year to respond. She doesn't have much of a chance.
All right. Thank you so much, Dave. Appreciate that.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.